Hey everybody, Matt here with Field Contact. For those of you that have followed me from day one, welcome back. For those of you that are new here, thanks for stopping in, checking it out. Welcome. I hope you guys stick around. Um, those of you that were with me from day one, I apologize for the gap in videos. I was dealing with some personal stuff. Also, I can't get onto my YouTube channel. All the videos, all the episodes that were previously created, all those views, they're still in the internet somewhere, but I can't get access to them. Doesn't make any sense to me or some other smarter people in the YouTube internet world. And yeah, so this is pretty much Field Contact 2.0, right? Or maybe even 1.5 since I'm still learning. But this is going to be the new channel. This is where I'm going to put all the new videos. Some things I've learned from the first channel is I'm going to do videos a little bit shorter because I get it. People are busy. They don't want to watch 40-minute videos. I don't even like watching 40-minute YouTube videos. So they're going to be a little bit shorter, more condensed. So yeah, those of you that are new here, a little bit about me. My name is Matt. I'm just an average guy. I'm not a trainer. I'm not an instructor. I'm just your daily advocate for guns and gear and practicing with guns and gear. But what gives me the platform to speak on? Again, none. What experiences do I have? My experiences include I am an Air Force veteran. I was a military firefighter for just shy of 9 years. I've been deployed 3 times, one of those being Afghanistan. I don't claim to be a combat veteran. I never saw physical combat. I did a lot of medicals, a lot of firefighting, a lot of extrication, a lot of forcible entry, things like that during my fire service career. After my fire service career ended and I separated honorably from the military, I became a police officer. Wasn't something I was actively pursuing. I was actually enrolled to go to school to be a mechanic, ironically enough. And a door opened and I walked through it. And I became a police officer for a medium-sized metropolitan area where I had worked primarily on graves in the dense southern part of the city, where it was gangs, lower income, higher crime, violent crimes, etc. After being with the department for 9 years, I had to walk away for my own mental fortitude. So yeah, now I'm just kind of figuring out what's next. This is not what's next by any means. This is fun for me to get out and occupy my time and maybe share some information with those of you who care to watch. So experiences, like I said, I have a background in firefighting, first aid, triage, things like that. I have experience as law enforcement, so I am familiar with applicable laws and statutes for Arizona. I can't speak on behalf of all the other states. And I've also been in very high stress situations. I've been robbed at gunpoint. I've kind of shared that story before as a civilian, where I was off duty and was robbed at gunpoint. I've been in my own shootings, and that's a whole nother topic that I probably won't ever touch on, but I have been in situations that have given me some foresight or experiences in managing high stress situations that maybe you could be faced with out in your normal lives, right? Being robbed is a very real reality. Being in a deadly force encounter is a very real reality with everything that's going on. So I've just been fortunate enough to be around people smarter than me that I've been able to kind of pull things away from and retain it and apply it to my stuff, that maybe you can kind of take it away and apply it to what you do. So again, just an average guy. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a Christian. I try to do the best that has been given to me, and just try to be better each and every day. So again, that's me. For those of you new, welcome. Those of you that have been around since day one, welcome back. Yeah, so let's get to shooting. Today we're going to focus on low round count. I get it, ammo's expensive, inflation, people are struggling just to pay bills and do everything else, and with all the craziness going on, spending $1,000 in ammunition to go dump it doesn't seem appealing to a lot of people, and I can respect and appreciate that. So we're going to do low round count pistol drills primarily, and you're going to see that even with maybe 50 to 100 rounds of ammunition, a box or two, you can get a very solid training day in without spending a lot of money or a lot of resources. So stay tuned. Right, we have a threat, and just, you can't really see the target, but we're 10 yards away. So we see a threat, we're drawing from our holster, we're presenting our firearm, right? Good purchase point, nice tight grip, we're getting good sight alignment, we're getting our trigger press follow through, gun goes bang, right? We're out of ammo, so we're doing a magazine drop, right, where we're dropping the one, going to a fresh one, hitting the slide to go forward, getting back on target, and doing a follow-up shot. So if you really think about it, you're doing a lot of steps with very little rounds. And trust me, I understand that in a real gunfight, your gun's probably not going to go bang and then empty, because you're going to probably walk around with a full magazine. However, in a training environment, to maximize your time and your resources, you're just getting more reps in. So with this, we're getting a lot of the basic fundamentals, but then you're starting to work in manipulations too, which might be new to some people, because here's the thing. Gunfights don't end with just one round, right? I can attest to that. They sometimes take multiple rounds. They sometimes are moving. It's very dynamic. So start small, work your way up, and then start pressing into more of the dynamic stuff. So we're gonna keep going. Right. Threat. All right, everybody. So we just finished up that training session. I have three Glock 17 mags, so 17 rounders, and then I have two more with Shield Arms base plates, so those are +5. So you figure, just because I'm not great at math, 15, 30, 45, and then another 20, 65. So I'm at 85 rounds invested, okay? 85 rounds invested in that volley of shooting. And granted, it was fast because I'm out here by myself. If you're with friends, it could be a little bit slower. Or if you're with friends and there's only one target and you're working in and out of each other, right? But that's 85 rounds, and I did more than just shooting steel, pink, 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 right? No, we were posed with the threat. We drew from the holster, getting a good purchase point, right? Getting good grip. We were presenting out to the threat. We were acquiring our target, so we're getting sight alignment. And then we're going to identify the threat. We're looking what's beyond our threat. And then we're going to guarantee that hit by slowly pressing that trigger, right? Making the gun go off. When that gun went off, gun locked back, right? Because we had a 1-round gun. So we were simulating either an empty gun reload. So we were, you know, dropping that magazine, pulling a new one out, right? Resetting it, working in our workspace, hitting the slide forward, getting a nice good grip again, presenting back out on target, and pulling that round when we needed to. So you are getting a wealth of reps in, and it's not just shooting paper, it's not just shooting steel, and it's like, all right, go ahead, draw out 1 round, bang. No, you're doing a multitude of things, because every time you take your hand off your gun, you have to refine that grip. You have to re-get that grip. Every time you take your eye off your target, or you lower your gun, or whatever the case may be, you have to reacquire that target. So in the 85 rounds fired, you got a whole day's worth of training in, and it's only been maybe 15-20 minutes, right? And it's beneficial training, because as you saw in some of the video, there were some rounds that the gun would hit the primer and nothing would happen. And unfortunately, like I said earlier, you know, quality has gotten kind of crappy on some ammunition makers. So that could happen in real life. You could have a soft primer, so now it goes bang, so now you do have to wrap and tack that gun, right, to get a new round in. So it gets you in that mindset to work through your malfunction, whatever that may be, whether it's an empty gun, stuck, a soft primer didn't fire, or whatever the case. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm doing this more for fun. Any manufacturers that I recommend or I say, full disclosure, I don't get nothing for it, okay? I've kind of preached that in my previous videos on the old channel. I go to certain manufacturers and certain products because they work for me, and they're good quality. Because here's the thing, money doesn't grow on a tree, right? Because if there was, there'd be money all over these trees and I'd be rich, but it doesn't. And because of that, we have to be mindful of what we're investing our money in, right? So if I say a company, like I've said, I know I've said like Swamp Fox and, you know, Shield Arms, I'm using a Warthog holster. I'm using like Grayman Industries, did my stipple on my gun, and some others. I'm saying these people, A, because they're good people, and B, they do good work, and I will stand behind it. It's worked for me. Might not work for you. So I don't get nothing in return for it. There's no sponsorships, there's no kickbacks, there's none of that, I promise. It's just me sharing what works for me with the money that I earn and work hard for, just like you guys. So again, thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the Instagram page if you're not already there. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.